Hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again here on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me today for Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill 2022 DVD review. It's been a while now, I've put this off. I should have done this, I don't know, a week or two ago. And here we are finally with it anyway. And sorry for the delay on it. So let's have a look at the cover artwork as usual before we get into the matches and everything themselves. I'm going to let you know now, guys, I'm not going to spoil a great deal of the matches this time. I'm going to do things slightly different. I'm not going to rate the matches either, but we'll go over all that in a second. So, Hard to Kill, or Impact Wrestling even, they are starting to continue with Hard to Kill's awesome looking cover artwork since they began in 2020. So there you go with the awesome looking one from 2020 with Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan on, and then you've got the one from last year, 2021, Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers, Chris Sabin, Moose and Rich Swann. And then this year they've dropped the black and red. Well, the black anyway, like the red looking wrestlers, and then they've gone with this black and white effect instead, but still got the red Hard to Kill logo, but it's slightly different, as you can see. And we've got beautiful pictures at the top of Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo. We have Matt Cardona, Moose, and W. Morrissey at the bottom. There's the spine. We have Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo on the spine as well, and on the disc. It's the same as the front, as usual with these Impact Wrestling releases, but I don't mind that because it's a absolutely wonderful looking artwork. Very pleased with it indeed. Absolutely good. So we have a look at the back then. So Hard to Kill 2022 from the factory in Dallas, Texas, featuring championship matches, the first ever Knockouts Ultimate X match, and thrills that will have wrestling fans talking all year long. Plus a Ring of Honor World Championship match, a pulse pounding action that you can only get from Impact Wrestling. Widely considered one of the best pay-per-view events in recent memory, Hard to Kill 2022 is a show to be relived over and over, and certainly a DVD to add to any collection. Now, are those claims true? Let's find out. So we have the match listing first of all to go over. We have a countdown to Hard to Kill, so that's good. They've got the bonus extras on the disc to continue in with that. That's very, very impressive. I'm happy with that. We had Jake Something versus Madman Fulton, Chris Bay versus Ace Austin versus Mike Bailey versus the Laredo Kid, both on the countdown Hard to Kill extras. And we move on to the main card. We had the Ultimate X Knockouts match. First ever time we've had a Knockouts Ultimate X match. Very exciting it was as well. We had Jordynne Grace versus Rosemary versus Alicia Edwards, who replaced someone, I can't remember who now, so I do apologise for that, guys, in advance. Versus Tasha Stills versus Chelsea Green versus Lady Frost. Absolutely amazing match, guys. Honestly, good way to kick off the show. One of the best Knockouts matches I've seen in a very long time. Then we got X Division Championship match. Trey Miguel, champion, versus... No, it's not Jonathan Gresham. That's a mistake or a misprint or whatever you want to call it. He was actually against Steve Macklin in a very good X Division match. So you guys wondering, is Jonathan Gresham pulling double duty? No, he's not for this pay-per-view. That's a complete error. So we move on to Jonathan Gresham's actual match, defending his Ring of Honor World Championship against Chris Sabin in a very good match. We had Jonah versus Josh Alexander. We had a 10-man hardcore war, the Good Brothers and Violent by Design versus Eddie Edwards, Rich Swann, Willie Mack, Rhino and Heath. We had the Impact World Championship, Moose defending his championship against Matt Cardona and W. Morrissey. And we had the Knockouts World Championship in a Texas death match, champion Mickie James defending her title against Deonna Purrazzo. So my top 3 favourite matches from this pay-per-view, from third to first. So number 3 was the Knockouts Ultimate X match. As I said earlier in the video, absolutely brilliant match. One of the best Knockouts matches I've seen in a long time. Really enjoyed this, and I hope they do it again. I'd like to see it again. And that was for a number 1 contenders match again, for the Knockouts Championship. Sorry guys, I had to think for a second what championship it was. I'm getting confused with that Digital Media Championship as well. Number 2 favourite match from the Hard to Kill 2022 pay-per-view was the 10-man hardcore war. I really enjoyed that. Very good, and quite a shock at the end, which we'll go into. This is a tiny bit of a spoiler when I do talk about that in a minute. But like I said, I don't wish to spoil any of the matches for anyone who hasn't seen this. And maybe it's something I could continue to do for future videos. But if you want me to bring back the spoilers and the match ratings, then let me know in the comments below. But as I said, I want to try something new today. And number 1 from the top 3 favourite matches of this pay-per-view is Mickie James versus Deonna Purrazzo in that awesome Texas death match for the Knockouts World Championship. That's why I said number 3, one of the best Knockouts matches I've seen in a while, but this is the best one I've seen in a while. So yeah, I've got 2 amazing knockout matches on this pay-per-view, and they're both in my top 3 favourite matches from the pay-per-view. Very good indeed, honestly guys. Now let's go over some highs and lows then. So my highs was an appearance by Honor No More, even though they weren't known as that at that point. So it's like former Ring of Honor talent Matt Taven, Vincent, Mike Bennett, PCO, and Maria Kanellis showing up during the 10-man hardcore war match. That's the spoiler I was on about, guys. So sorry about that. It got me very excited indeed and had me thinking to myself, an invasion style storyline with Ring of Honor versus Impact Wrestling. That's absolutely awesome. Is that what we're going to expect? And we just got to wait and see how everything pans out now that Ring of Honor have been purchased by Tony Khan, whether he'll leave that forbidden door open and continue any kind of, possible crossover with Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling. But the guys that are from Ring of Honor that are in Impact Wrestling at the moment aren't actually under contract, to my knowledge, by Tony Khan anyway. Only the ones that defend their championships, such as Jonathan Gresham, for the pay-per-view. Speaking of Jonathan Gresham, he was another high point for this pay-per-view, defending his Ring of Honor world title on an Impact Wrestling pay-per-view. I like things like that, as I did last year with having an AEW World Champion on the main event. Even though he didn't defend the title on that pay-per-view, it still felt good. But he did on the Rebellion pay-per-view in a title versus title match against Rich Swann, which was really cool. I like it when other promotions cross over, and it's like fantasy warfare. I just hope we could have some WWE stars show up at some point in Impact Wrestling, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But strange things happen in wrestling, don't they, guys? Another high point was Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. Sorry, guys, I'm getting all tongue tied again. Roxy making her appearance, which is pretty cool. Another highlight, the top 3 matches I mentioned earlier. Well, yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are a highlight, a high point. Plus the lovely DVD artwork itself. The extras I'm happy with, featuring the countdown to Hard to Kill. Even they even highlighted it on the back this time, as you can see, and they didn't do that with Bound for Glory, and that's something that I did. There's Bound for Glory quickly. That's something that I did point out. They just had the match card and didn't list the extras on the bottom or anything. Maybe they heard my comment and then decided to do it. Nah, I'm only kidding, guys. But I'm glad they did that. Right, the lows, we have not having the correct participant listed on the back of the DVD for the X Division Championship match. And I know accidents do happen and mistakes happen when printing DVDs and that, but surely you would have gone over that and as a a DVD distributor and found that fault and then corrected it before continuing printing further. But it is what it is. But it's still a low point for me because it's also making it look like as I said earlier, Jonathan Gresham's pulling double duty. If you haven't read a review of this or watched a review of this as you're doing so now, and you're looking to purchase this DVD, thinking, oh wow, he's in an X Division Championship match and he's defending his Ring of Honor World Championship. It's total bullshit to the buyer. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Anyway, it could be just me, but I find things like that annoying. And another low, the Havoc versus Savannah Evans match wasn't included. I appreciate there was an Impact Digital exclusive, but I feel it would have been a nice little addition to the extras. Just my opinion, though, guys. And also, I was annoyed Moose retained the championship. I was kind of hoping Cardona or Morrissey would take the world title from him, only because of the way he won it at Bound for Glory 2021. It felt so wrong in my opinion. But yeah, that's my lows. Yeah, my highs and lows. Sorry, guys. Other than that, a brilliant start to the year from Impact Wrestling. Really great stuff. Before I give you the score for it, I just wanted to tell you that I haven't discussed the. Don't know if you knew about it. The VHS tapes that Impact Wrestling have released over the last few months. They've done one for Slammiversary 2021, which sold out instantly, pretty much. And pre-orders are up now for a Bound for Glory 2021 VHS tape. Just thought I'd discuss that with you guys, and it just has like a nostalgic feel, about having VHS tapes again, and the fact that they're getting released in 2022 is just absolutely awesome but bizarre at the same time. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the VHS tapes below as well in the comments. And about this review, guys, I'm going to give you the score now. 9 out of 10 I give it. I give you my highs and lows on it, and hopefully the way I review this video is better than how I review the other ones. I'm sorry I keep pausing and messing up my words. It's because I've not done it this way, this layout before. I thought I'd give it a try and see how it turns out. If you don't like it like this, I'll go back to doing the spoil every match and give each match a match rating and go in depth into the matches a bit more again. But like I said, I'd rather you just hear my score overall and hear my highs and lows and my top 3 picks of the pay-per-view, and then you can decide for yourself. You can go out and buy it if you want to or not. I'd rather you just watch them yourself, and you get more enjoyment out of it rather than having the matches spoiled for you. But I'm going to stop talking now, otherwise I'll be here talking for another hour. Because I love wrestling that much, guys, honestly. I can't shut up about it, especially Impact Wrestling. I hope you all enjoyed this today. If you want to give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. I'm doing a Impact or TNA, whatever you want to call it, collection update with this video. Should be uploaded today as well if you want to check that out as well, guys. Got some more reviews coming later this week. Hi to new subscribers as well. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I appreciate the support and the encouragement to continue. And you guys, most importantly, thank you very much for watching, and stay safe, please. Stay safe. Take good care of yourselves. Peace.